En route to go get another Terminator. Let's see about this one. Well, this one's been terminated, let's put it that way, but a lot of parts are going to come in handy for my car and some other people's cars possibly, but we'll see. See you guys up there. Usually never separate of the trailer. On our way to go pick up something a little bit different. I'll show you guys the best I can. Hopefully the rain stays out and then I'll be able to get a time lapse of loading it up. But we'll see how she goes. I'll keep y'all updated. Welcome to New Jersey, rush hour traffic. There's no reason for it either because it'll be clear in another 2-3 miles. It's just idiots. That's all I could say in the nicest way to not get removed off of YouTube or have everyone's family going nuts if they watch the video. I'll just say it like that. They're idiots. No reason for it. You see the gap? Look at the left lane. Wide open. And guess what? Guess what? A CRV's hogging the left lane. It's awesome. It takes one car like that to ruin everything. Holy shnikes, look at this friggin' pony. Goddamn hood pins on that thing. It's gonna take off. Hot Wheels. What does that say? Eco Beast. Oh, please. What's left of a Terminator? Look at this fender. Talk about wrapped around a tree. Look at it, it's bent like a pretzel. Loaded. All the pieces, I can't even show you everything. We're loaded. Busted up console, mirror. Show you the rest when we get home. A little off-roading to get these parts. Look at that girl. Oh man, what a shame to see a Terminator looking like that. We out of here, we good. All loaded up now. Coming back home, as you can tell, it's dark. It took a little longer than expected. Also talking, having a good time. Lots of good parts here that are gonna help out my car a ton. Definitely good keepers. COBRA's all loaded up. It is such a shame to see how this car looks currently because I actually saw this car at Bear Mountain last year. It's a car show by us in New York. I mean, it's a 25,000 mile 10th anniversary convertible. It's just, what a heartbreak to see this, but it'll be a cool parts car, cool picture. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but enjoy the rest of the video. Look at this thing. The car is on the trailer straight. This sunset tonight is so cool. It's been raining all day. Even the phone doesn't pick it up how orange it is out here. Salvaged two things off the center console here, you can see. And it's a shame because I needed one of these for my car, but what are you gonna do? She exploded. Armrest. And the convertible top switch unscathed. Unbelievable. But yet it looks like that. How does that survive? Well, guys, you're seeing just what I'm seeing. Kind of speechless, and I've been staring at this car for days now. It is absolutely insane just to see a car wreck this bad. Real quick, we'll show you so you can get the gist of it right off the bat. The rear end is straight on the trailer. Yes, the car is 2 feet narrower in the front. This is a 25,000 mile 03 10th anniversary Terminator. And she has officially been terminated. There's a front subframe they had cut off to get the drivetrain out. Which, by the way, I'll state now, the drivetrain was sold off to a buddy of his. The block is broken, the bell housing ripped out of it, and the bell housing was cracked, of course. So there is a lot of damage to the drivetrain. If he does not use it or decides to sell it, I will be picking that up as well. Never hurts to have. Look at this hood. Yes, there's plenty of cracks on it, and the hinge is still on the car. Right there. So, was not hurt by cutting this edge. Haven't found the other scoop yet. We got the one there. The COBRA hood mat is underneath it. Insulator pad. Driver's side fender. It's incredible the kink that has, but this is the true masterpiece right here. This is the passenger fender. As you can see, literally wrapped around a tree, but the COBRA is still there. It's absolutely insane. Coming to the crash bar in the front, straight as an arrow. This car took all of the impact right to the pillar, right at the door hinges. Absolutely insane. Door skin ripped clean off. Look at the front bumper. It's just cracked, but it's intact. Like, that's how you know. I mean, look at the hood. It's not even busted in the front, just chipped up. Front core. It's just crazy that that's still almost square. If it wasn't tweaked over here and it just didn't bend the radiator a touch, this would be almost perfect. Fan's still good. Some of the harness, of course, has all been cut out of it, but it's good to have pigtails and stuff like that. Another hood latch assembly. This bin here is stuff I already taken out of the car. Got the mirror off of this door. Yes, the mirror is perfect off of this passenger door. Got the 10th anniversary shift boot, of course. 10th anniversary window switch bezel. Convertible top switch. A couple other miscellaneous bits and pieces in there. She had a K&N cold air on it. Keyword did. Look at the heat exchanger. Bent like a banana, but still good for the hard lines. This stuff isn't made anymore. It's hard to find. Coolant reservoir is still good. The one ear is ripped off of it. That's it. Tank's still good. Look at the kink in the apron on the driver's side. This is the passenger side strut tower with the CCRM plug and harness still in there. It's just pretzel. Hey, look, there's the styrofoam for the crash support right there. Fog light's still good on this side. Just how things happen like this, I don't even know. Don't worry, we'll get to the car in a second. I'm just showing you the parts before they get cut up and thrown away, because a lot of this stuff is truly junk. I just have to show it all at once because, like I said, I'm still speechless. Looking at this, I just find more and more things, and it's absolutely wild that someone walked away from, not walked away. They were definitely injured, but they are still alive. This is not a deceased or hazard car. Let's take a look at the COBRA. Unfortunately, I was 10 minutes too late. He had sold the trunk lid off of the car before I got in there. What are you gonna do? It's got a Bassani catback on it. which is okay. Tips are a little bit dented, but it's all right. The rear and everything is solid. These, I'm not sure what brand these wheels are, but luckily they were cheap enough and they actually broke instead of taking the suspension, taking the brunt, so that's perfect. Let me see, the car is literally on the wheel. Again, 25,000 mile 10th anniversary. This car was immaculate. The passenger seat I do have as well. I just have to go pick it up from the gentleman's house. We weren't able to get into the garage where it was, but it is there. I have seen it. I'll put that in the video as I grab it and take out other stuff. The driver's seat is definitely twisted in there, but as far as bolster and all that goes, you can see she's immaculate. Rear seats are clean, just need to get the glass off of them. Let me hop up on the trailer for you. I'm trying to show everything here. Here's the K-member and front frame rail. That's bent about 4 inches. Yep. Throttle cable frayed. It's the least of it. Firewall is wrinkled and ripped. Somehow too, I was going through the rubble here and the passenger side wiper arm is almost perfect. I threw it on the floor in the car. Even the driver's side one's all right. She had a tinted windshield, which honestly, I'm gonna say saved a lot of it because it's holding it together. Dashboard blown apart, of course. Airbag. It's just incredible to me that technically I'm standing like where the head would be normally. It's, oh man. Here's another crazy thing. I pulled the carpet up and I was looking at the ground. The entire floor is ripped out of it. And yes, this car has weld-in and bolt-in subframe connectors, so just imagine if they weren't there. 10th anniversary. E-brake boot and handle, still good. The wheel, still immaculate. Very important pieces. That switch and door panel is good. Got the roll bar, which I'm interested when we take this out to see if the car even buckles or if it pops out or if this is stuck in here. Window's still good. I'm assuming that side is still good. It's just down. Top I have not looked at yet. I'm not sure if the window's good in it. I'm sure the top frame has to be tweaked a little bit, but we'll see if we can get it to work. See if we can get power to this car at all without burning it to the ground. I just want to see the odometer light up with the mileage. All the controls, radios exploded, all the buttons exploded. I haven't even gone through the car yet. I just see a cup holder on the floor, so that's nice to find. I have the speaker grill for one side, not this side. Wow. Right, let's keep it moving. Coming to the driver's side now. Hop down a second. Yeah, it's not the phone playing tricks on you. It's literally just bent down, tweaked over. The door is twisted. You can see just how twisted it is. Oh my gosh. I can't say it enough, but what a poor car, man. Didn't deserve to die like this. I'm not stating what happened. That's between me and the owner, but you could use your imagination. Most of these parts are going to be for my car. I really don't plan on selling too much just because this stuff is almost impossible to find, especially local anymore. But, just go over everything one more time before I cut it all up, or take it apart, I should say, and it doesn't look as good as it did pulling it right out of the trailer. Again, I got the passenger seat and also the front calipers and rotors. They were in the garage too, we couldn't get into. And the stock 10th anniversary wheels I should be getting as well. We've got to come to an agreement on a price with those, but should be able to make a deal. I don't see why not. good representation of the seat being a little bit buckled. I haven't even looked. Okay, the pedals are still down there. It's good. Wow, look at that. They're like overlapping each other. Holy moly. I just actually took the speaker out of that door and put it in my car, and it works fantastic. It's the simple things in life, I tell you. May be able to bend that shifter bezel back straight because mine's ripped. I don't mind if it's a little bit bent. Wow. Sun visor still there? Wow, the mirror's still in there? Are you kidding? If I could find the rearview mirror, I'd really be happy. Because that's convertible specific. Here you go, here's the tint I was talking about, so that's definitely holding a lot of the windshield. Oh, that one's busted, go figure, passenger side. I mean, it did take all the brunt, but to break that without busting the visor, that's pretty impressive. Let's see if we can't move this seat forward. Okay, she does. Oh, wow. The seat is quite tweaked. Let's see. Oh, I think the rear window busted. Yep, this rear window is busted. That just answered my question. There's the tint. Gonna cover up his personal information there. Wiper cowl? Not sure. Also got the stock X pipes underneath the car, so we got a little bit of cat money, even though in New Jersey it's impossible because all the scumbags got to ruin it, and you can't just bring cats anymore without paperwork and copy of your title, registration, the whole 9 yards. So that'll be a joy to go through just to get ripped off. This one, once we're done stripping it down, it's clearly going to be going to the scrap yards. There's nothing that can be done with the rest of this car once the IRS comes out and miscellaneous other bits. But I'll definitely get a video of that when the claw picks it up. That'll be sad, but at the same time, the damage has been done, so can't be too upset about it. I can't get over looking at this core and how the grill is still there. If the snake was on it, I'd actually be scared. Because it's too intact for what the car looks like. Oh, also, forgot to show. Friggin' side scoop. You kidding? Are you kidding? Come on. Terminator, baby. Also, that's another thing too. Let's see. I put that in here. It's kind of buried. I don't want to scratch up stuff. Acting like I'm going to damage it more, but I don't want to scratch it all up. Still got the shifter bezel in there. It says 10th anniversary on the shifter bezel. The mirrors say ebony for black. So she was all original. Had tinted headlights in it because I saw a picture of the car before she was damaged. And also got a set of tinted taillights that aren't out here right now. I threw those in the shed. Yeah, this, oh my goodness. The way that that's just literally wrapped around a pole, as the saying goes. And yeah, this could have been bent a little bit when it came off the car, but with the way that apron is wrinkled, I guarantee you that was wrinkled as well. Bar being so straight. The rack is okay besides just snapping off the ears where it bolts. Here the tie rods were cut, but a lot of good lines that'll come off of this. That one's a little bit flattened. Still, it's good to have this stuff. If I find pictures of it when it was actually wrecked at the scene, I will post that just because that'd be public information anyway. But like I said, for the details of it, keeping that between me and the owner. Even got the spare. Look at a battery. Trunk mat. These tailpipes are going to be going on my car. Since I don't have tailpipes currently, I can't stand how it looks without tips in there. If the valance was all smooth without exhaust cutouts, sure, I could live with it, but it looks a little funny. Okay, member-wise, control arm's cut, but still intact. A little bit bent in the center. This side is bent about, oh, a foot. Hydro boost still good. Cruise control box is still good. Let's see, there's a cable. Where's the cable? No way. Oh, everything was good besides the end of it, but the cable is still good. Just need a new clip for the throttle body. I haven't tried opening this yet. I knew that wasn't gonna work, but I didn't want to do it until we were ready to unload. Gaps are mint, a few shims. She'll be right back on the road. Hopefully I covered everything, guys. I know I'm just walking in circles kind of, but you always catch something when you go to a new angle on stuff like this. Look at the burnt car looking good. As we go, if I find something special or even more damage that we haven't found yet, I'll gladly show it. For now, hope you enjoyed the video. Not sure what else will be put in at this time besides when she gets picked up by the claw at the scrapyard. See you guys later. Just finished picking up these last couple parts here for the Cobra. And we got the last seat. Just got to clean her up. Should be mint. 20,000 miles. Beautiful.
To unlock it.
Oh, just pull the button up.
There we go. Watch yourself. Oh, I got the little bolt still connected.
Okay, I'm gonna put the door down. It's fine. Ain't hurt nothing.
There a plug?
Nice. Look at the fucking pedals. At least the wheel is still good. Just got partial rear seat out, got the front seat out. Look at this. Bent like a pretzel. Had to grind out the back studs. Clearly wasn't getting to those. No treasures yet besides the air tag and the weed card. Actually, I lied. Oh yeah. Stay away from my Cobra. Got him, a clown. Specifically got those parts out the other day because we knew this rain was coming. And let's see, how much of a swamp or a pool is this freaking thing? Oh yeah, got some puddles in there. Floor is all ripped up, so the water's just pretty much going out of it. But needed to get those seats, cluster, steering wheel, need to get all that out. We'll get to it in a few days here when the rain's done, guys. All right, guys, new day, sun shining. Let's get to it with this one. But before that, I want to show a few pieces here. I love stuff like this. This was a part of the console, 10th anniversary specific for the e-brake boot. And here, I have the shift bezel for the shifter boot. 624, 10th anniversary. And here we have a Terminator side scoop. I popped the Terminator vent out. Gonna keep that. This is busted up, so not going to keep the actual scoop itself. But just wanted to show these stickers before I toss this stuff in the trash, because it is worthless, unfortunately. But we documented it, and that's what's important. So let's get to ripping out what we can do here. I may set you up for a time lapse, or I'll bring you in whenever I see something cool or astronomically damaged that I didn't expect to be. But we'll see what goes on. All right, guys, get you a pause on that time lapse for a second. Making some progress, even though it may not look like it. Got that side of the dash unbolted and bent back. A lot of the harness is coming out. It's actually unbelievable how many things are like perfectly intact. Like this is still bolted. The OBD2 plug was still bolted in. All these wires are okay. Vacuum lines are all good. Like nothing's pinched or broken besides the HVAC controls. But fuse box all there. Yes, the pedals are looking a little nervous there, hiding behind each other, but it's pretty incredible how well the car did do with the hit. Yes, inside is ripped like a can of tuna, but for wiring and parts-wise, even with cheap Ford plastic that everyone complains about, held up pretty damn good. This hurts. Can't say I've ever stood on a Terminator hood before. Jeez. It could be destroyed and it still hurts. I'm not whistling diesel, though I do love destruction. I can't do it for fun. Every time you look at it, man, it's just like the first time again. And I showed in the time lapse, but I'll show it again now. Look at the ECU. It's probably destroyed. But dude, if I could bend out that plate, because the previous owner has a SCTX4 tuner that we're working on getting. I'm not really worried about it because it's married to the ECU, and if it's all shattered on the inside, it's worthless. But just trying to get it. You can see I got this unbolted. Trying to get the rest out, that way the dash isn't loose while I'm trying to get wires. Have a little bit to pry against and something to hold it up so it's not just hitting me in my face. Evaporator core, heater box. It's incredible. Once we get the dash out, then I'll get the power booster out, hydro boost, whatever. Keep going. All right, guys, wraps up for a few hours of work here. Looks like it's going to rain again, but we got the dash out. Harness is mostly out. This is my first New Edge Mustang ever parting out. Actually, first Mustang ever parted out. And it's just like the Miatas. The freaking harness goes front to back with no brakes, no connections. It's kind of silly. But we'll update you as we go along. Real quick before we go inside, just taking off a few more pieces. Here's a real heartbreak. This hood's never been off the car before. You see the threads? No paint's been scraped away. The nuts aren't even chipped up. That's a goddamn heartbreak. 23,000 miles. I can't say it enough. It's just so sad. Out here, next day, getting to the rear harness. I noticed that there's also a hole in the floor over there. But anyway, Cadillac products, huh? Unless it's just the name of a company by chance. I think that's pretty funny. This covers and goes behind where the speakers would go on that side. But what are the odds? Cadillac products, huh? Interesting. Entire harness is out, guys. Weighs a ton, just like a Miata harness. I can't believe they made this all one piece. I know I just said that before, but god damn, it's too heavy. Fuse box is weighing me down. Can't even get it off of me one-handed. Getting closer. Let's keep going. Real quick, with the harness all spread out now, just going over this kind of for myself, but I'll include it in the video. This may help someone else out. Since the harness is all one piece, no, I did not cut it at the bulkhead. Previous owners cut the front for the motor and everything. I don't know why, but whatever. All right, starting out with the ECU over there, big red plug with the bolt. Got some door plugs over there. This here is for rear defrost, traction control, and fog lights. This stuff back here all went to HVAC controls, radio. This was the radio plugs right there. Let's see, this stuff here, can't say offhand, something under the dash. Then on this side, this went to the bottom of the, oh my goodness, steering column by your ignition. Interior fuse box, of course. Big plug there. I can't remember if I unplugged this or not. This is also underneath the dash. I believe this is the immobilizer. More plugs over here. 2 plugs for the door harness. This stuff here went to the airbag control module under the dash. I don't know where this went because it was already cut. Anyway, that's from the front. This will be midway through your door, and this for a convertible is where they tapped for the classic design style bar 3rd brake light, 4th brake light technically. This went underneath the seats. This is for the power seat, sorry. Door sensor, possibly? I'm not sure, didn't take that out. This goes to the passenger side. As you can see, a little bit damaged from the impact. Passenger door harness. Going back to the main section of it. This is running to your ABS sensors and your rear speakers for the convertible. Came off of that. These ran to the amplifiers, convertible top mechanism. This here, again, instead of unplugging it right there, we just cut the trunk harness. We as in not me, we as in the previous owner decided that. This is for the FPDM and the ground wire. Fuel pump immobilizer, or inertia switch, sorry. Plug for taillights, goes to evap system. Plug for fuel pump. And that's it. That's the whole harness. If there's anything specific you need pictures of or something for a project, let me know. Happy to take them for you. All right, fuel tank's finally out. Go figure, the car had almost a full tank, made a mess, weighed way too much. And the one bolt in the front was covered because the car is so bent that it was being covered by the IRS. So hopefully that's good, because that's what I bought this thing for, was for the freaking IRS. But here we go, all stock, untouched. I will say it is a pleasure to go through a car that is not modified in any way, electronically or anything like that. But you see, she's all gutted now. Got everything out that's worth anything. The carpet I'll take out once we have a empty garbage can, but it's already full, so I can't take it out yet. Just got the hydraulic system in there. Gonna figure out how to get the top out, and even if the top is any good, I'm not sure if the frame's bent or not. Gotta get that rear window out. Somehow this side, the rear window exploded, but that side is that side. Doesn't really make sense how that one survived. Just crazy how it ripped apart like this, wrinkled everywhere. Yep, last up for tomorrow will be the IRS. Then just go through and grab whatever hardware it's left on the car. And then hopefully we'll get her scrapped this weekend or mid next week. Get it out of the driveway, just some dead space. But that's it for now. Finishing her up, almost empty. Got the top up. Look at the floor now with the carpet out. You can really see it. Look at how far off the top frame is. Oh man. Last thing is the IRS. Then it's all getting loaded up for scrap. All right, guys, last trip for this one. She's loaded up with all of her own parts. Who knew you could total your own Cobra and fill the trunk with the parts? Just a pile of metal now. Soon to be a Dr. Pepper can, probably. I'll say it one more time for you guys. Just realize that the car is straight on in the back. And look at the hit. Whew. Went from showroom condition to a ball of metal. Top frame is so bent it wasn't salvageable, so don't feel bad that we're throwing away a perfectly good Alcantara top. All stripped, everything's out from underneath. Subframe connectors stayed because they're bent like pretzels. Got the rear out, fuel lines that weren't bent or kinked. But yeah, leaving for the scrapyard shortly. Hopefully the claw gives us a nice show, but we'll see, guys. Hard to enjoy this one, but I hope you enjoyed the video showing what can happen in the wrong hands. Hopefully not too many more of these cars have to die something like this, because they're not making them anymore, and every day I see another one totaled or being parted out. People can't respect these cars, and this is what happens. Take care, guys. Enjoy the last footage. Yep. And with that, guys, at the end of the day, your new Edge, whether it's a V6, Terminator, or whatever, is only worth $80 in scrap. Here's the sticker that came on the car. I found this in the rubble from where it came from in Wisconsin, from the dealership. Your airbag cover. Geico sticker from the auction. This plate here was hanging from the front core support in between the AC condenser and the radiator. I can't say I've ever seen that before. It's a completely blank metal plate. VIN tag. And then this was on the driver's side front core support. Saying it's a COBRA spoiler convertible. Pretty cool to have this stuff. And of course had to cut the VIN sticker out of the door. Needed that for the archive. But yep, that's it. Unfortunately, the end of the road for that car. It's now turned into a can, most likely, but hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll post up a few pictures and videos of what she looked like before the wreck. The car was absolutely perfect, as you'll see. See you on the next one.